Aloha my friends, Kristina here, and I'm so happy to be back in a new video with you today because we're going to be making a delectable chocolate pumpkin pie. The holidays are upon us, it's pumpkin season, and so many of you have been asking me for some raw vegan dessert recipes, so I'm here to deliver. You are absolutely going to love this recipe. Not only is it raw and vegan and cruelty-free, but also it's guilt-free. It's difficult to find dessert recipes that you can actually enjoy during the holidays that provide some type of nutrition or benefit to you. And I hope that this recipe will become one of your new favorites to share during the holiday season. It is perfect to share with family and friends. It's perfect to bring to any event. And trust me when I say it will easily become a new family favorite, if not one of your absolute new favorites as well. As we move into the holidays, I just want to remind you that I have a Vegan for the Holidays recipe ebook for you that you can enjoy. There are so many raw vegan recipes in this ebook, and for those of you who've been asking me what I eat during the holidays, what I bring to family or friend events or functions, and even those of you who ask me how I stay raw during the colder winter seasons, this ebook is for you. I've included a download link for you below in the description of this video. Please check it out. I know you will love all of these holiday recipes and that you will find them very useful. One of the reasons why I love raw vegan desserts so much is because I actually think that they taste better than any other desserts that are out there. They're clean, they're sweet, they're satisfying, they just hit the spot every single time. Making and sharing raw vegan desserts is one of the most fun ways to introduce people into this lifestyle because it shows them all of the possibilities that are still available to them. Most people think that raw food is all about eating just carrots or salads, but raw vegan desserts are truly a special delicacy, and I'm excited to make this delicious pie recipe with you today. If you're looking for something to bring to Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner, look no further, I've got you covered. This pie is simply to live for. It is so good. You will need a high-speed blender and a food processor to make this pie recipe. I'm gonna be using my Vitamix blender. I have the A3500. My Vitamix blender is absolutely my favorite blender of all time, and I love the A3500 base because it allows me to switch between using a blender attachment and also a food processor attachment. The A3500 is like two machines in one. It can blend and it can food process. People are always asking me what equipment they need or what appliances they need to start their raw food kitchens. And I typically say a Vitamix, but when it comes to using a Vitamix blender, I love it because you can make soups and dressings and salads, and in this case, a very, very delicious raw vegan dessert. Having a Vitamix blender in your kitchen is essential if you are really trying to get into a raw vegan lifestyle. It is a very multifaceted machine. Vitamix actually has a flash sale happening right now, and they have some pretty cool sales coming up this holiday season. So I've gone ahead and I've included a link for you in the description below where you can check out all of their most recent sales. This link won't expire, so at any given time you can always reference this link and it will take you to their sales page where their best sales are happening. I've also included a link for you below that will give you $100 off their Venturous blender and free shipping on orders of $50 or more. So if you're looking for a new blender or if you're looking for a great gift to give this holiday season, I definitely recommend a Vitamix blender, especially the A3500, because it has so many functions. Please check out the link in the description below and check out all of the sales happening at Vitamix right now and enjoy. I am so excited to jump into this chocolate pumpkin pie recipe with you today. Are you ready? Let's jump in. There are 3 steps to making this delicious raw vegan dessert, and step 1 is making the crust. We're gonna be making a pecan, mulberry, and date crust using the food processor attachment on the A3500 Vitamix base. You'll want to use a high-quality food processor to make this recipe, and be sure to pit your seeds. You don't want those date seeds in your food processor, it will break your machine. I absolutely love this crust. It is chewy, it's soft, it's perfect. You can even roll these into a ball and make an energy ball out of these. I absolutely love this crust. It's versatile and it's simply delicious. When ready, go ahead and add into your food processor 2 cups of raw pitted dates, 1 cup of raw dehydrated mulberries, 1 cup of raw pecans, 1 tablespoon of raw cacao or carob powder, 1 tablespoon of finely ground cinnamon, and a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. Pulse this into your food processor until this reaches the consistency that you desire. I always like to make sure that my crust has a cookie dough-like consistency. For me, that's when it's perfect. Depending on what type of food processor that you have, you might have to stop and start your machine a little bit and mix around the ingredients to get it to complete the texture that you'd like. It's one of the reasons why I love my new food processor on the A3500 base. Food processing ingredients like this has never been easier. Once you have finished processing your crust, you can grab a spatula and start adding your crust into your pie pan of choice. As you'll see here, once I've put my crust into my pie pan, I'm using my fingers to gently press down the crust at the bottom of the pan. I'll do this until it is spread evenly across the bottom. How beautiful and perfect does this look? Step 1 is complete. We have made our crust. Now that we have completed our crust, we're gonna move into step 2 and we're gonna make our pumpkin pie cheesecake filling. You can definitely make your own variations of this recipe. I'll go ahead and add my specific recipe on the screen for you, and you can modify it however you'd like. The secret to my pumpkin pie cheesecake filling is we're gonna be using the pumpkin from a real pie pumpkin, a baby pie pumpkin. I'm sure you've seen these at the store. Most people, when making a pumpkin pie, just use the puree or something they buy from a can. But we're going to use a real baby pie pumpkin. And all you have to do for this is slice it in half, remove the seeds, peel it, and you'll only need about 1 cup, maybe even a little bit less, of this raw pie pumpkin. How cute is this little pumpkin right here? Pumpkin season is what it's all about. This is why we're here. You'll also notice that I have removed the food processor attachment and I've replaced it with the Vitamix blender head attachment. Another reason why I love this machine so much is because I can use the same base for 2 different attachments at the top. One machine that does 2 different things. It's epic. So you'll want to make sure that you have a high-speed, very strong blender for this filling because we are going to be blending a very thick filling, and any other blender that's not a high-speed blender will burn out. You will break your blender, so make sure you have a strong blender like a Vitamix or another high-speed blender to make this filling. When ready, go ahead and add into your high-speed blender approximately 1 cup of raw pie pumpkin, 1.5 to 2 cups of raw cashews, 2 tablespoons of raw psyllium husk, the juice of 1 lime or lemon, 4 heaping tablespoons of raw coconut nectar. You can also use raw date syrup as a replacement here. 1 heaping tablespoon of raw cinnamon, nutmeg, or pumpkin spice, or a combination of the 3. 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and approximately 3 to 4 cups of raw coconut water. I recommend starting with 3 cups of raw coconut water and working your way up to 4. I like to add in that last cup of raw coconut water while it's blending to help the mixture blend while it's thickening. This is a game-changing tip. Look how creamy this raw pumpkin pie cheesecake filling looks. Woo-wee, my mouth is watering already. Blend this up until it becomes completely smooth. Look at this filling. Look at this filling. I mean, come on. Come on. How much more perfect could this be? When your filling is ready, go ahead and pour it on into your pie pan on top of your crust. Using a spatula, spread it out evenly on top of the crust. And voila, step 2 is complete. We have a delicious pie crust and we have our pumpkin pie cheesecake filling. We have made our crust and our filling, and now it's time to move on to step 3, and we're gonna be making a chocolatey date layer to add on top. Essentially, we're gonna be making a delicious chocolate sauce, and my hope is that this is just gonna melt down this pie and it will make it delectable. I'll be using my high-speed blender again to make this chocolatey sauce. When ready, go ahead and add into your blender 2 cups of dates, 2 heaping tablespoons of raw cacao nibs, sweetened if desired, 1 heaping tablespoon of raw cacao, a pinch of cinnamon, a pinch of pink Himalayan salt, 2 heaping tablespoons of raw coconut nectar, and 1.5 cups of raw coconut water. Blend this together until it becomes a little less thicker than a pudding. You want this to look just like a chocolate sauce. This is absolute perfection. Once you've blended up your chocolate sauce, go ahead and add it on top of your filling for the final 3rd layer of your pie. I've saved a few cacao nibs to sprinkle on top, and you can add whichever toppings you'd like on top of this pie as well. You can add pecans, walnuts, crushed nuts, whatever sounds good to you. Once you've added your toppings, go ahead and place your pie in the freezer overnight so that it firms up completely. And when ready, take it out about 30 minutes to an hour before you'd like to slice and enjoy it so it's soft enough to cut, and voila, you have the most absolutely gorgeous raw pumpkin pie. I don't even know what we're calling this, but it's like a delectable cheesecake with a chocolate layer on top, and it's just divine. This pie is a taste of heaven and it will melt in your mouth. This pie is creamy and sweet, and can I just say, it is to live for. I hope that you were able to make this pie and share it with your family and your friends, and I hope that this recipe becomes one that you can make at any time this season. If there's one raw vegan dessert that you'd like to make and share, this is the one. I hope you love it as much as I do. You have absolutely no idea how delicious this is. How delicious does this look? Look! If this pie looks good to you and if you are excited to give it a try, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button because there is only more deliciousness to come. If you are looking for more raw vegan recipes, please download my Fully Raw Recipe app. There are more than 450 raw vegan recipes on my app. Many of them are dessert recipes just like this one that you can enjoy, especially during the holidays. Don't forget to download my Vegan for the Holidays ebook, and you can check out many of the holiday recipes that I have there for you. You can share them with your family and your friends, and I know they'll love them. That link is also below for you. If you're interested in getting a Vitamix blender and checking out all of their flash sales and holiday sales that are happening now and will be coming in the future, please also check out the Vitamix link below and enjoy. All right, my friends, I'm gonna go and enjoy this delicious slice of pumpkin chocolate pie cheesecake, and I hope that you get to go and do the same. Sending you all my hugs and my love, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.